So they're upset because a girl does not want to give them, like they put them in categories because they won't go into the category that they have valued them as.
That's it.
They feel like, oh, you got 2 kids. So I should be able to just come and slip in, even though I don't have a job, and
Nah, hell no.
make it. Can you
They
make it
come in saying, "Let me go straight to the clearance rack."
like
You do it.
your vagina? Oh, these 10 dudes had sex with you. I should be able to have sex with you too.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
It's
You
gonna be
seen
like
That's
you seen the
another good one
Wood?
though.
You seen the
you
movie
said
The
That's
what?
Wood?
kind of how it is.
The movie The Wood, where he was like, "Come on, man, you let that nigga Terry bone." You seen
Mhm.
that? That's exactly what it was like. Come on,
Yep.
man, you let the nigga Terry bone. You gotta let me hit. I know I look better than him.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's
it's
kind
kind
of
of like that. But it's so funny. But it's so funny how the human, like the entitlement that comes along with, if she just doesn't want you, you're just not it. This is my thing. I look at it like this: if she had sex with 20 dudes, if she not having sex with you below them 20 dudes, she don't want you. It's you. So there's something about them 20 dudes that she was like, I see myself having sex with you, and this is you.
But the women aren't making that argument. They're saying that they're making smarter decisions after the 20
They
just
not though.
died,
They
and
not.
Oh
they're
my
literally saying,
goodness.
"Well, now we're making smarter decisions." And this is the
Cook master.
argument that women are
It
using.
sounds good.
I cannot operate the same way in my childish ways, and now I'm
Uh,
making this a judgment because I am more mature now, and I'm making better decisions. And giving it up wasn't giving me the desired result, so now I'm making the adjustment.
Okay.
So here's where I think the conversation gets a little juicy, right? Like, what if
Mhm.
that is true? What
Mhm.
if it is true? What if there was a trauma that, allowed her to express herself in a way that was not conducive to what she needed, right? And now she's gotten some therapy and she's like, you know what? I've been living reckless and wild and crazy. And like, that's not sustainable for me. What if that's true, right? What if through all of this programming, like, you think with these spaces and the way that like men have these expectations that once you've put out, you got to always put out, and she fed into that because she didn't have a backbone yet. What if that's true and she's realized, like, listen, I'm not, these men are telling me this is how you get a relationship, this is how you get marriage, and I'm not getting that, and so now I have to do better, right? What if it is true that these women were living reckless for whatever reason and have now decided, listen, I can't do that anymore? It's a wash for them.
No, it's
There's
not a
no
wash.
redemption.
shoot, are they
That's
gonna
what it sounds
stop?
like they're saying, Enos.
No,
Clear.
it's not a wash. But the thing is like you know just as well as I know, when people experience certain things, you can mentally make a decision, but you still have the same similar habits. Like that's the reason why we're making the argument for uh Marjorie. We're making the habit for what's that girl name? Will Smith's wife. The reason why, even though they can make reasonable decisions and they can make changes and they get the right guy, right? They still have a tendency to go back to the guy that they really want. So even though you're making smarter decisions and you're now 20 guys in, and now you have this great epiphany. Great. Maturity is now here and you're making these decisions.
I
You
think what
still will somewhat subconsciously operate similar to what you have already been used to. Because just like if you never traveled before, but now you've experienced traveling, you're not going to backpedal from being able to travel just because of whatever it is that you experienced in the past. Typically, people, once they experience certain things, they typically do not like going backwards.
Well, it
And even if
depends
you're making
on.
smaller decisions, you're still going to be have an affinity for the same stuff that you already like.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. The key word is like. What Inaz's point was realizing that that person didn't like their situation and made the necessary adjustments and changes to get different results. And I think that what we can learn by human nature a lot of times is part of the problem is that when you as an individual begin to recognize that there are changes that you need to make in your life. It's typically those around you that keep trying to pigeonhole you into what they used to know you as, and then want to treat you according to that. And then when you have found that for yourself, like, you know what, before I was allowing men to determine my value, but now I may see the value in myself. So you're going to hold yourself accountable and to a different caliber, and then have expectations of those who are around you to treat you a different way. But because they are used to getting the things that they want from the person that they used to know, now you begin to look like you the bad guy. Or then they fight against that and being like, girl, you know, you got 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies, and now you're trying to act like, you know, you wasn't giving it up. You know, you ain't gonna get nobody if you don't give it up. Like that kind of mindset. And I think for a particular person or a particular woman who has truly done the work and has gotten therapy, has, you know, done the necessary work to become the vision of herself that she needs to be, that men fight against that and try to weaponize past mistakes with the present person that she has become. And I think that part is unfair.
You know how you asked what would be what then? So I think like somebody in the chat said, Twiz was like, it's like a felony, right? Once you get the conviction, everybody that's aware of it is kind of on your record, right? And you will miss out on certain opportunities and those things based off that. I think the solution for that is you're gonna have to relocate, like to some place where they don't know that part of you, and the new person you are can have a fresh start. Because like, I don't know if you ever seen what's with the Franklin, the show where he's selling drugs? Snowfall. Remember when old girl Wanda became a crackhead, and she was really a crackhead, and nobody would let her relive that shit once she got clean? They were still coming to her like she was a crackhead. She was trying to help people. She cleaned herself up. She was in a way better situation. But them people there always saw her as a crackhead. And whenever, you know what I'm saying, anybody got angry at her, that's the first thing they brought up. When you have something that's that detrimental on your reputation, a lot of times you're not going to be able to escape it. Like, and it's unfortunate for that person, but it's the truth. But you do have an opportunity to escape it, but it's not going to be with the people who you seared in. Because who's to say what the behavior you did caused somebody? Because the guy you might want another chance with might be the guy who's in love with you and watched you get ran through, and his heart was broke every time he seen that. Which is why I think some of these men in the space be like upset about shit like that, right? They love the girl, and then they found out she was only fucking with the dudes that he wasn't, you know, he didn't have the personality like, and he couldn't have fit in with. And then when she comes back at 35 or 40 and now wants to give him a shot, they feel spat on, right? You stuck in that space until you find new people that see you as the new person you've become. And that's going to require a lot of work, and you can't have no signs that look like you backtracking. Because not only do they know you to do something, the realm of possibilities for somebody you dating that knows you will always assume that you will do the worst, even if they want to have the best intentions. The fact that they know you'll go back to it. Like, most people are not going to leave a dope fiend in their house after they've been robbed by that dope fiend before. No matter how clean they are, you still have it in your mind that is in the realm of possibilities that this person will rob you because they robbed you before.